Hey people, you can beyond. In this video, I'm going to be talking about my industrial bar piercing. Woohoo, industrial bar. I'm going to be going over the pain, the aftercare, and how I did it and how they do it. I'm trying to go in order because usually that's you're either looking up how much it hurt or how to take care of it. So number one, it did hurt. It's a piercing. It's going through cartilage, in flesh, in nerve endings. It's going to hurt. And mine did. A lot. Not everyone's bleeds, but mine did. A lot. I was like covered in blood for a little bit. And, oh well. It sucks, but it's what happens. You will, obviously, you're getting an industrial bar piercing. You will get both holes done in the same day, whether you are doing it yourself, maybe, or if you're going to a salon to get it done, you will definitely get them done both in the same day. And the second one always hurts more because the nerves are already like reacting, your blood is already pumping, your adrenaline's already going. The second hole always hurts more. So that's what happened with me. It hurt more. It hurt a lot more. But the second one didn't bleed, thankfully. Pain scale, probably a 6 or a 7 for me. Obviously, I have other ear piercings, so I'm kind of used to it. I have a lot of cartilage piercings, so I've kind of just given up. I know cartilage piercings, they hurt, but they heal, so. It did hurt. When you get it pierced, you hear like a crunching noise that is oh so pleasant, but it happens. Get through it. If you really want it, then you'll stick it out. It's a beautiful piercing, and I'm so glad I did it. I got it done with a size, well, mine is a size 16 gauge. For anyone going out and wanting to get this done, usually they're size 14s that are going through your ears. Mine was a size 16, which is slightly smaller, but still enough where you notice the difference. It's harder to find size 16s, but once my ear does heal more, I'm going to gauge up to a 14 so I can go either or. And for people who don't know, a size 16 and a size 14 is a little bit different. In gauges, the lower the number, the bigger it is. Like, a size 0 is bigger than a size 5. So, a size 14 is bigger than a size 16. And a size 16 was all I had for piercing utensils at the time. And I don't really mind. Can't really tell. I have small ears, so I think this is fine the way it is. So yeah. Aftercare. First of all, when I did my ears, I made sure everything was sterilized. I used a lot of alcohol, hydrogen peroxide. When I was piercing my ear afterwards, I used Neosporin to help everything go along and kill bacteria and stuff. The earrings that I got them from Amazon for about $6. I think I already showed them. That's a size 16 post. That's what I used to pierce my ear. They were about $7 or $8 for a pack of 12 sets. So 24 earrings for $8. Not that bad. And they came in the package sterilized. So that was awesome. So there wasn't really that much of a scare factor with that. But after both earrings were in my ear, I took hydrogen peroxide and alcohol. I went over first with hydrogen peroxide to get rid of any blood that was still there that I missed with the soap and water. And then I went over with a alcohol. The alcohol burns, but again, this shit hurts. It's a piercing. It sucks. And then when I went to school, whenever I forgot my stuff, I always just used antibacterial soap. don't just go out and buy soap. I learned this from experience. Not all hand soap is antibacterial. Some of it has lotions and perfumes and dyes in it that can screw up with your ears. So read the labels, make sure it doesn't have any like dyes or perfumes in it that would screw up your ears. But a good product that I do have and I use for every single piercing is H2 Ocean Purified Ocean Salt Water. You can get it at almost any tattoo piercing salon. I found this one at Hot Topic, and it is $15. That's how much I got this one for. And it is, just as it says, purified ocean salt water. It's obviously not from the ocean. It's salt water that they mixed in like a factory or something. And it's a mist. It's one of the spray nozzle things. And basically you shake it up and spray it on your ear. You will get a little messy from it, but it's just salt water, so it doesn't really matter. And it helps so much. Like, it really, really helps. It's, first of all, it's sterile. Like, when you open up the container for the first time, it is sterile. So there's no germs in there or anything. And it's for body and oral piercings. So if you have a tongue ring or this thingy, I think that counts as a oral piercing, it will help with that. It helps with those piercings. So every time my ear would hurt or every time the swelling would go up on my bar, I would just shake it and spray it on. It is so worth the $15. And yeah, that takes care of pain, aftercare, and now how I did it. I did my industrial bar on my own. I pierced it myself. Really should have taken a video of it, but I didn't. I pierced my ear without using a needle. I devised this method of piercing my ear without a gun or a needle. I used, as I showed previously, the 16 gauge piercing earrings. I don't use a gun. I can't stand the gun. It's scary. It makes a loud noise. It is unneeded. I basically just jabbed the earring through my ear. I took an industrial bar, which I have an extra here. I took it, this is a size 14 by the way. I took it and I measured it up to my ear. And why did I hold it that way? I measured it up to my ear. I marked on either side where I wanted it to go. And I very carefully, quickly jabbed the earrings through my ear. Now, those come, as I already said, in a sterile container. Everything, I cannot emphasize enough how everything when you're piercing has to be either sterilized is the best, or decontaminated. I think that's what it is, when it's the one step below sterilization. You don't want any germs. An industrial bar is extremely easy to get infected. It is one of the most annoying piercings to heal, because if you bump one side of it, you bump the other. It's not like on a lobe piercing where if you bump it, only that one's affected. If I bump this, then this side gets irritated. But anyways, I jabbed the earring through my ear, and obviously, again, it bleed, it hurt. It wasn't fun, but I left the earrings in my ear for about 2 or 3 weeks while everything was healing. And then in the mail, I ordered the gauge 16 industrial bar, and it slipped through really easily. Everything worked out. It wasn't much pain because my earrings were already gauge 16s. And everything worked out pretty well. It all went swimmingly. 16 gauge industrials are very hard to find, but I think that they are the easiest for me right now. I do plan on sizing up to a size 14 gauge, but that's not going to be for a very long time because it hurts a lot, and yeah. It takes about 6 months for it to totally heal, and that's for all the scar tissue to form that's going to form, all the nerve endings to like get back to their normal self, and all the swelling to go down. That might seem like a really long time, but it's cartilage. It's a more it's it's a very tender thing to pierce. So yeah, I hope that answered any questions about your industrial bar piercing. If you need any other like advice, leave it in the description box, and I will be making an update. Does that make sense? An update video on my piercings. I'm going to actually do a big series on my piercings. So, thank you for watching. I had fun doing it, and later. Good luck.